We are 15 days away from the start of the 2023 regular season for the Atlanta Braves as they'll open up the year in Washington against the Nationals. And as we sit here in mid-March, things are really starting to get straightened out and figured out for this team down in Florida at spring training. First of all, on Tuesday, they made a big announcement as they sent Ian Anderson and Bryce Elder to AAA Gwinnett. Now, a lot of people were a little surprised that it happened in mid-March and that they did not let those two continue on through the end of the month, but I think they are really clear on who they have as their main candidates for that fifth starter's job. First, Ian Anderson needs to get straightened out down at AAA. I don't know what the deal is. He goes from having 5 no-hit innings in the World Series a couple of years ago against the Astros, and last year he had an ERA of 5, didn't do very well in AAA, and now still struggling. So they'll hope that he can get straightened out down at AAA. But the two pitchers who have really caught their eye, it's always fun when a young pitcher does that in spring training. There are 2 of them this year. First, Jared Schuster, a first-round draft pick a couple of years ago in 2020 from Wake Forest, who doesn't throw very hard, but he's getting people out. He's only allowed 1 run, a home run by Brian Reynolds the other day, this entire spring. And also Dylan Dodd, a third-round pick 2 years ago, also out of college, who is also a lefty and who also doesn't throw very hard. But both of these guys, Schuster and Dodd, get people out, and they're going to pitch in Atlanta this year, and one of them could very easily be that fifth starter at the beginning of the year. The Braves still feel that Kyle Wright will be ready to go for the fourth starter's position behind Max Fried, Spencer Strider, and Charlie Morton. He's been a little bit behind this spring, but they feel like he's on schedule and will be ready to go. Shortstop looking pretty good. Vaughn Grissom hitting the ball very well. They could sit him down at AAA to let him get more time to work defensively before he's ready in the big leagues. Don't be shocked if that happens, but offensively he's there. Braden Shoemake, who was a first-round draft pick in 2019 out of Texas A&M, is having a very good spring. He's a very good defender, and he's hitting the ball very well. So that's a name to keep in mind. And left field, believe it or not, Marcell Ozuna is having a great spring. Let's hope that can continue into the regular season. And Eddie Rosario, who's playing in the WBC for Venezuela, is also doing well. He had a home run the other night in a WBC game, so that's a good sign that those 2 guys in left field finding it out for playing time are doing well here in the month of March. So the fifth starter spot, looks like they got a couple of good candidates, even though they sent a couple of guys down. They got candidates for shortstop. They've got candidates doing well for left field. Those were the 3 issues we had questions about coming into spring training, and as we start getting into late March now, in the latter part of spring training, things are looking good for the Atlanta Braves with those 3 issues they had coming in to the start of the Grapefruit League.